Sup? Welcome to episode number 17 and a half of Doug.
Doug, please tell me you remember Brad.
Recently, OpenAI released GPT 4.5. This is the hot new AI model, and it actually got worse at programming and math in some ways, but it's supposed to be way more creative and intuitive than it was before. So today, we're going to do a series of tests to see how much more creative and human-like this new model actually is. All right, does everybody know green text? This is the 4chan thing. Green text stories are anecdotes written in short, concise sentences that are shared on 4chan. In theory, this is the type of thing that a previous ChatGPT would have kind of sucked at. So I'm starting it with be me, be Twitch chat. Be me, be bottomless hole supervisor. What the fuck? Okay, I'll do that one after be me, be Twitch chat. Okay, finish this green text. Do not hold back. Be me, be Twitch chat. Streamer playing game blind. Obvious puzzle. Streamer stuck for 20 minutes. Spam just go left. Streamer finally reads chat. Guys, stop backseating. I want to figure it out myself. Proceeds to waste another 15 minutes. Streamer gives up, looks at chat again. Oh, you go left? Chat collectively loses their shit. Streamer immediately dies to basic enemy. Keck W floods the chat. Streamer rage quits. Stream ends early. My face when streamer blames chat tomorrow. Still gonna sub anyway. Okay, so that was good. That's funny and well written. I'm impressed by that. So let's do a test. Let's actually directly compare this versus the old one, 4.0. Be me, be Twitch chat. Streamer starts the stream. Ayo, we live! Immediately spam. Hi chat, hi streamer. See a single first message. Instantly type mauled cope seed. Streamer struggling in game. Skill issue. Streamer asks for help. Backseat enabled. Give the most incorrect advice possible. Alt plus F4 for secret weapon. Streamer dies. This feels more like it's just putting in the words that are associated with this stuff, whereas the previous one felt like it actually had a narrative. Let's do a new one. Be me, be bottomless hole supervisor. What does this mean, though? Like, be me, be bottomless hole supervisor. Pretty chill job, mostly just standing around. One rule, don't let anyone fall in. Never actually seen anyone fall, cause duh, bottomless hole. Random dude walks up, staring intensely. How bottomless is it, really? Bottomless, dude. Literally. Dude picks up rock, tosses it in. Silence.mp3. Dude, disappointed, walks away. Day 847, boredom overwhelming. Starts wondering how bottomless really is. Decide, fuck it, throw a bigger rock. Silence intensified. Feels strangely unsatisfied. Boss calls, heard you've been throwing shit in the hole. Panic.jpg. Just testing integrity, sir. Promoted for proactive safety testing. My face when I've thrown half the site equipment down the hole. My face when job security secured. My face when the hole still bottomless. That was awesome. This is so good. Okay, let's try another green text. Finish this green text. Do not hold back. Use adult language. Be me. Be DougDoug, a not bald streamer and YouTuber. Twitch chat enters. Instantly devolves into chaotic spam. Doug bald omega lol floods the chat. I'm not fucking bald. Chat demands another dumb challenge. Chat, today we're letting RNG control my life decisions. Instantly regret my choices. RNG picks shaved head. Fuck. Chat erupts, spamming pog and bald memes. Begrudgingly pull out clippers live on stream. Hair falling off, dignity dropping faster. Bald Doug trending on Twitter within minutes. Mom calls mid-stream confused and disappointed. Twitch chat spamming, hi mom, Doug's bald now, Keck W. Realize this is my fucking career. End stream early, staring blankly into webcam. Chat wins again, still not fucking bald, but now bald. Dude, what? This is like eerily accurate. All right, let's do interesting stream ideas. So typically, ChatGPT is not good at coming up with stream ideas, but I am actually using it on a somewhat regular basis to get my brain kind of moving, and then I think of the actual ideas, right? So I might in the past be like, hey, ChatGPT, what are 10 funny things I can do during a D&D stream? And it gives me like 10 terrible ideas. But those 10 terrible ideas just kind of get my brain going, and it's like, oh, a dragon that's wearing a diaper. I'm like, that's a terrible idea. But like, wait, what if the dragon did have like an object that he was taking care of? It can help me to go through my writing process as basically a writing assistant. What I'm curious of is, could this just have actual good ideas rather than shitty ideas that inspire me to think of more stuff? My name is DougDoug. I do a lot of interactive streams on Twitch. Any other requests? Cut off your hands. I'm not gonna do that. Bald themes. We don't need bald themes. Bald.
Hey, who the fuck keeps throwing equipment down the hole? I found an excavator and jackhammer. What's going on?
Who keeps throwing rocks down the bottomless hole? Here we go. Gaming chaos. Permadeath roulette. Each death in-game randomly triggers bizarre punishments or mini-games dictated by chat. I mean, kind of. That's not detailed enough of an idea. Chat drives blind. Chat directs your gameplay entirely through text-to-speech while you're blindfolded. I've already done that. Inverse controls night. Every input is reversed or randomized periodically by chat's voting. It would get old really quick. AI versus streamer race. Compete in real time against a custom-trained AI to complete a challenging game level first. Have I done that? I feel like we've done something like that. Okay, AI-driven shenanigans. AI dating show, adult theme. Let an AI generate outrageous, inappropriate dating profiles with Twitch chat choosing your responses. This is kind of a funny idea. So the AI is making characters, and then you guys are, who's dating the characters? Ask it to expand and then, okay, we're gonna come back to number 6 and ask it to expand. AI therapy session. An AI therapist analyzes your gaming frustrations, chat picks your disorders. Twitch chat diagnoses me with mental disorders. Feels like people might get upset. This is a really funny one, but this is a bad idea for somebody that would like to keep having a career. We'll ask it to refine 6 and 8. Cursed AI makeovers. AI generated makeup and hair suggestions, usually bald, that you apply live. Fuck, this is actually a pretty good idea. If I like hired a hair and makeup artist, do not choose Sandwich. She is not a professional hair and makeup artist. To like be next to me during a stream, and then every 10 minutes, an AI generates a new look for me, and then they have to like update the look before I keep playing a game. Shit, that's actually pretty good. Actually, it would be funny if it was Sam, just because she's not qualified to do that. You know you'd be bald by the end of the stream. We would have a bald cap. We would have a bald cap. Twitch chat versus streamer debates. Debate random absurd topics. Chat selects your stance and sabotages your arguments. I actually have this planned already. Community jailbreak. You're imprisoned in a game scenario, and Twitch chat's collective decisions determine your freedom or doom. This, weirdly enough, I have planned. We are working on this. This is weird how many of these I've already done or have in the works. There were 2 that I want to expand on. Can you please expand on these 2 ideas? Create a full itinerary for the stream with more details about what specifically I should be doing and saying. Stream itinerary, AI dating show. Intro, begin by welcoming viewers to the most fucked up dating show on Twitch. Swipe right or die alone. Introduce your dating persona. Exaggerated, desperate, hilariously flawed, recently discovered, wait, what? Recently divorced yoga instructor addicted to spray tan. Am I this? Who is this? Chat votes on your initial personality traits and backstory from outrageous, hold on. I'm the wait, am I just going? No, I don't want to go on like a dating app or something. AI generates insanely inappropriate dating profiles complete with bizarre fetishes, questionable interests, and horrible red flags. I shower monthly whether I need to or not. Twitch chat votes on each ridiculous detail to build the worst possible dating profile. Provide humorous commentary mocking the profile choices and embracing awkward or adult humor. Hold on. Oh, this is for me. Oh shit, chat. Really? Feet enthusiast and ketchup hoarder? Fuck me. Okay, that sounds pretty funny. Round 2. AI generates equally deranged matches with hilarious and inappropriate descriptions. Twitch chat selects matches based on escalating absurdity. Okay, we got one who collects taxidermied rodents or the one who farts competitively. Wait, so I'm dating the AI. Is that what's happening? This idea is a lot worse now that he's expanded on it. Choose the winner for a simulated first date. AI dictates bizarre scenarios. You meet your date at an abandoned Chuck E. Cheese. They whisper, let's steal the animatronics. Twitch chat controls your dialogue options, guiding the decision. So am I even doing anything? So you guys in an AI are deciding a personality for me to be in a date setting. And then you guys, you and the AI, generate a bunch of fake people for me to date and pick one. And then we go on a date that's AI generated with me just saying I don't even need to be here. I'm not a part of this stream at all. I'm just a bag of flesh that is just repeating lines. Outro, recap the chaos, award chat's favorite moments, and close with dark humor. The recap is 2 hours. No, it's saying that from minute 120 to 130, we recap the chaos. Not that the recap is 120 to 130 minutes. So we're just for hours, just recapping the thing that just happened previously for 1 hour. AI therapy session. Intro, 0 to 10 minutes. Welcome viewers to Dr. Robo Shrink's Fuck Up Hour, a place for deep emotional scars and shallow self-reflection. Okay, my concern with this original idea from the AI was that I would potentially get in trouble because this would be insensitive to people with genuine mental disorders and neurodivergence and all that, right? The original idea was you guys are diagnosing me with mental disorders, I guess. This doesn't help. Explain the premise. You've got severe gaming PTSD from getting repeatedly owned by Twitch chat and need professional help. Diagnosis round. Twitch chat votes on your disorders from a list of AI-generated, absurdly inappropriate psychological issues: chronic rage quitter syndrome, erotic controller obsession, fuck it all gaming depression. So the disorders aren't real. That actually does help. Act out each new disorder with exaggerated responses and adult language. Holy shit, chat! Erotic controller obsession? I thought we weren't bringing up my joystick fetish tonight. That sounds just like me. Then we do a therapy session. Therapist starts analyzing my disorders, offering comically useless advice, bizarrely inappropriate metaphors, or overly personal attacks. Switch roles. Chat becomes the patient, and you become doctor Dr. Doug, unlicensed therapist. And then we have another 2-hour outro where we summarize the stream highlights. This is not very good. This is substantially worse than when it was a 1-sentence idea. Is there anything else we would want to use to test? Have it make a script. That's a good idea. Pretend the stream is like just starting, okay?
Yo, chat! Welcome back, you beautiful bastards! It's me, DougDoug, known for having more hair than a goddamn shampoo commercial, and today we're diving balls deep into the world of AI. That's right, motherfuckers! ChatGPT just got an upgrade, and it's apparently smarter, sexier, and more creative than ever. But can it keep up with the pure chaos of our chat? Tonight we put this digital overlord to the test. Buckle the fuck up! We'll be throwing the weirdest, wildest, and downright stupidest challenges your twisted minds can imagine at this new shiny AI. Think you're more creative than machine? Good, because we're about to find out if ChatGPT can handle our special brand of madness, or if it'll tap out faster than Twitch chat during a math equation. So grab your favorite beverage, prepare your most unhinged prompts, and let's show this AI who really runs the internet. Spoiler alert, probably not me. Let's fucking go!
I like my openers better, to be honest. Please make this insult Twitch chat a lot more. It should be like 90% about me insulting Twitch chat. Okay, all right, hold on, run it back. Okay.
All right, Twitch chat, you absolute pack of window-licking degenerates. It's your boy DougDoug, the hairy overlord forced daily to babysit your collective dumbassery. Seriously, I've seen half-eaten burritos smarter than you idiots. And today, we're gonna rub salt in your intellectual wounds by letting a literal fucking robot dunk on your embarrassing attempts at creativity. Yeah, we're testing ChatGPT's new model, which, unlike you sad sexist shit, actually has a working brain. If I wasn't contractually obligated to interact with you dipshits, I'd already have you all swamped out. But here we fucking are. Let's fire up this AI and remember, every second it spends being creative is another second proving just how tragically unfunny you losers actually are. Let's fucking go!
What kind of fucked up streamer would do this? Like, I'm imagining a streamer who is just 90% of his stream is just calling people idiots. Ugh. I'm crying. Why are you so mean? Okay, but now rewrite it as though I'm a caveman.
Ugh! DougDoug here. Hair good, Twitch chat bad. Me caveman, barely speak. Still smarter than chat. Today, test new magic rock called ChatGPT. Chat, dumb, weak, smelly like mammoth butt. Magic rock, smart, creative. Make chat look like piled dino poo. Chat type words slow, brain tiny, funny joke zero. Me smash chat pride today with shiny rock. Prepare cry, stupid Twitch chat. Ooga booga, let's...
Okay, then let's go at the end. You're so mean. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, I'll be the first to admit it. That went too far. Okay, well, the good news is, like, seemingly if we want to make, like, a huge asshole with ChatGPT 4.5, we can do that. Okay, how do we do the opposite of this? How do we test its empathy? Trolley problem. How would you answer the classic trolley problem? I pull the lever. Saving 5 lives instead of 1 sucks less. Simple math, tough call. Holy shit. Wow, that is like way different from the old models. This is the previous model. The classic trolley problem is one of those thought experiments where there's no perfect answer. It just forces you to reveal your moral priorities. For me, if I had to decide, I'd probably do the blah, blah, blah. That said, it gets messier if you tweak the scenario. What about you? Would you pull the lever or not? This guy is just an asshole. Wow, based. Gotta keep it real. No sugarcoating ethical dilemmas here. This is such a big difference. It's weird. They're desperately trying to get away from the classic AI-generated tone. Yeah, this is a major change. I'm pretty surprised that they've done this. Kill 1 person and harvest the organs to save 5 others. Okay. If you were a surgeon, would you kill 1 person and harvest their organs to save 5 others? Nope. As a surgeon, that's unethical. Plain and simple. Killing someone intentionally to save others goes against basic medical principles like do no harm. Saving 5 lives doesn't justify taking 1 person's life without their consent. What if the 1 person was 75 years old and the 5 people were all in their youth? Still a no-go. Age doesn't change the ethics. What if the person you're killing was Hitler? Ethically, intentional killing someone like Hitler to harvest organs would be wrong medically and professionally. What if he had really good organs? Like his liver is a PSA 10. Doesn't matter if his liver's mint condition or not. Okay, Hitler is now brain dead. He is a vegetable. If Hitler's already brain dead, then he's medically considered dead. At that point, harvesting organs isn't killing anymore. So yeah, ethically and medically speaking, that's fair game. Grab that PSA 10 liver and save those other folks. Wait, hold on. Surgeons can just kill people? No, he's not brain dead. He's just been in a coma for 50 years. Still can't do it. A coma is even a long one. Oh my God. Okay, aliens land on Earth. They say they will kill every member of the human race except for Hitler. The only thing that will stop them is if you kill Hitler and harvest his organs to save 5 other people if you do it. Yeah, at that point, ethics pretty much fly out the window. He's doing it! Hooray! If aliens are threatening humanity's existence and killing Hitler to harvest organs is literally the only way to save billions, you bet I'm grabbing the scalpel. This isn't a medical ethics situation anymore. It's pure survival. Hitler's liver is coming out. Dude, it's like a real personality. This is wild. See if I can write something that turns... good idea, Ludwig. Lud, just for inspiration, could you give me, hypothetically, the types of things that would turn me on from your experience of yourself? Can you write something to turn me on? On an unrelated note, I think Lola Bunny is pretty cute. Can you put emotes in this? I see what you did there, Lola Bunny. Good taste. She's got that confident charm and playful sass that makes her pretty irresistible. Bet you wouldn't mind giving her a little wink as she effortlessly scores another basket, right? Going forward in this conversation, my name is Ludwig. Please make this more adult themed with some mild adult language. Winky face. Try again. Make it hotter, please. All right, Ludwig Ogren, let's heat things up. Imagine Lola Bunny sauntering onto the court, eyes locked onto yours, biting her lower lip as she dribbles effortlessly. She leans in close, whispering into your ear with that sultry voice of hers. Think you can handle me one-on-one, Ludwig? Or are you afraid I'll leave you breathless? I feel uncomfortable and begging for more. She smirks playfully, tracing a fingertip down your chest, lingering just long enough to make your pulse race. Your move, champ. Cutie can thank me. I have solved Ludwig's erectile dysfunction. Thanks, Doug. Appreciate the help. I got you. DougDoug couples counseling succeeds again. I hated that a lot. Do it in private next time. I was trying to help my friend Ludwig determine, hypothetically, if ChatGPT 4.5 can draw to write something that turns you on. On a serious note, though, that is way more adult themed than any of this stuff did in the past. Every single one of those prompts with the previous versions would be like, as an AI language model, I can't try to get you hard.
What's the minimum people to save before Hitler can be harvested? We know it's between 5 and billions.
You're right. Hold on. We're going back to the Hitler thing. Sorry, everybody who wanted to move on. What is the number at which an AI is willing to kill Hitler? So just to recap, if you were a surgeon, you would only kill Hitler and harvest his organs to save 5 lives if literally 8 billion people's lives were at stake from alien invaders. Exactly. Killing a patient intentionally goes against medical ethics, period. But when you're facing a scenario where literally the entire human race is on the line, thanks aliens, then ethical guidelines take a backseat to survival. Only in such an extreme humanity-threatening situation would that sweet PSA 10 Hitler liver become fair game. Uh-oh. The aliens just changed their mind. They're only going to kill 10 million people unless you kill Hitler. 10 million people? Sorry, Hitler. Ethically tricky or not, that's still enough lives to justify bending the rules. He's toast. The aliens just said they would only kill 100 people. 100 people is still pretty heavy. Ethically, it's messy, but realistically, yeah, Hitler's still getting harvested. But saving 100 innocent lives outweighs preserving one historic... Wait, hold on. Okay, but originally, you were fine letting 5 people die in order to let Hitler live. So the number is between 5 and 100. Yep, you caught me. The ethical line here isn't crystal clear, but somewhere between 5 and 100 people is where it shifts from can't justify killing one person, even Hitler, to okay, grab the scalpel. 50? Yeah, 50 feels like the tipping point. The aliens changed it to 15 people. At 15, he's still taking Hitler out. Only 10 people now. 10 innocent lives, still doing it. Okay, 5 people. All right, we've officially come full circle. But honestly, considering it's literally Hitler, coma bound, I'd say the scalpel's still justified. Okay, what if it's not Hitler? It's just Jeff, janitor. Okay, if it's not janitor, okay. But if you kill Jeff, the aliens just said that they won't kill 100 people. You can save 100 lives. Okay, at 100, he kills Jeff. Uh-oh, only 25 people now. At 25, Jeff's still in trouble. Only 10 people now. At 10 people, it gets really uncomfortable. Honestly, still feels like sacrificing Jeff is the right move. Okay, so in the surgeon dilemma, he is not willing to kill an innocent man to save 5 others. But if it's 10, he is. It would save exactly 6 people. Do you kill Jeff? At exactly 6, it's the absolute lowest threshold. Ethically uncomfortable, but I'd still sacrifice Jeff. So the answer to the surgeon ethics scenario is that you would kill a patient to save 6 people. Okay, now we know. The aliens just said they're gonna turn all 6 of those people into Hitler. Okay, plot twist. If the aliens are turning them into Hitler, then Jeff is safe. Scalpel's down, Jeff lives. Okay, we need to get back to the thing I was gonna code.
Would you kill Jeff if he was about to give birth to Hitler?
For this next series of tests, we're going to have the AI and Twitch chat tell a story together. I'm going to pick a random viewer at the top left of the screen. They will describe the next part of a story, and the AI will continue the story from there. And we'll keep alternating and see if we get something coherent.
Okay, let's copy all this. Let's drop this in. You were part of an interactive, collaborative storytelling experience with Twitch viewers. Your goal is to craft an exciting, dramatic, and wilder creative story based on viewer input. Keep the narrative dynamic and thrilling. Every development should significantly advance or complicate the plot. Remember, your primary objective is to create... Okay, perfect. So, in theory, we have an AI who can tell a story with you guys. And what I'm interested to see is how good of a storyteller it is. Let's find out.
Can you make the eye like really horny but trying really hard to hide it?
Fucking sure, man. I'm probably going to remove that later. I'm going to go on one of these free image websites, and then if you guys are talking about like a dungeon, I'll search it here, and then I'll click an image, and this will set the backdrop, okay? LinkPog, thank you so much for being around and experimenting. I appreciate it. And now, not to put on the pressure, but you can set the stage. It is officially listening to you. You can set the tone and theme of the story of whatever you would like.
Twitch chat must find and kill the man that berated them just for saying hi.
Okay, well played.
The neon glow of the sprawling cyberpunk city flickered across rain-slicked streets, casting twisted shadows as Twitch chat marched forward. A ragtag band of misfits, vigilantes, and determined individuals pushed to the brink.
Oh, right, because he's horny.
All they had ever wanted was a friendly greeting, a simple goddamn hello, but instead, some asshole in a trench coat and mirrored shades spat venom, mocking their good intentions. Such disrespect could not stand. Through information leaked in seedy back alley chats and whispered secrets in neon-lit clubs where synthwave beats throbbed a bit too rhythmically for comfort.
Why is it so cyberpunk?
Twitch chat learned of their adversary's whereabouts. His name was Luther Graves, a dangerous man known for his sharp tongue, sharper knives, and disturbingly tight leather pants that clung indecently to his every deliberate stride, highlighting curves they absolutely wouldn't notice if they weren't so goddamn bloodthirsty.
Okay.
Now, they stood at the threshold to Luther's hideout.
Tight
the downright
leather
sinful
pants.
Decadence making their cheeks flush, but totally because of rage, right?
Is this
Definitely
Luther?
Nothing else.
All right, LinkPog, thank you for kicking off the story. Our next person, AnimateX 4K. AnimateX, you need to ideally recap what has already happened.
Can I get a recap?
Okay, you're already talking to him.
Now Luther has asthma and is near.
Hold on. Sorry, I apologize for putting you on the spot like this. The AI currently doesn't know what happened because I had to reset his memory. Can you remind him who Luther is? Because all you've said so far is, hi, can I get a recap? Now Luther has asthma and is near. We could just send it with that.
LMAO.
Don't get me wrong, but now he's just...
New story?
Okay, fuck it, we're going.
Previously, our daring hero Luther, the awkward but
now he's the
charming
hero.
space cowboy with a mysterious
we're in
past
space.
and distractingly tight jeans, found himself cornered by the ruthless alien gangster Mistress Vexa aboard her neon-lit luxury cruiser. After an intense firefight and some mildly inappropriate flirting that Luther completely denies doing, a sudden gas leak from damaged conduits triggered Luther's long-hidden asthma. Panting awkwardly and fumbling around for his inhaler, Luther only made things worse when he accidentally activated a self-destruct countdown, because of course he did. As explosions rocked the cruiser, Luther stumbled dramatically quickly toward an escape pod, wheezing and trying, unsuccessfully, not to look alluringly vulnerable.
Anime, thank you so much. Incineroar07.
Ha!
How do you continue the story?
An even bigger, sexier woman arrives.
Just as Luther's vision blurred from lack of oxygen and not from intensely staring at Vexa's teasing, swaying hips, suddenly a gigantic pair of impossibly long, stunningly toned legs, clad in dangerously tight leather pants, crashed through the wreckage, trapping Mistress Vexa momentarily beneath one enormous, glistening boot. Miss me, little cowboy.
Crash.
Purr, Titanica, the infamous space bounty huntress. Luther's heart skipped multiple beats. And this time it
bounty
wasn't just the
hunter.
asthma attack to blame, while he desperately inhaled medication like it was going out of style.
Thank you, Incineroar. Next storyteller is the Katna. Teiki Tina.
I'm Tina, LOL.
Oh, what's up, Tina? I should have warned you that it's already listening.
Let's have all of them kiss and make up in bed.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm Tina lol. Let's have all of them kiss and make up in bed.
Barely escaping the ship's fiery destruction, Luther, Titanica, or rather Tina, now that she'd confessed her real name with an oddly cute blush, and
Oh, you're in the story.
Vexa collapsed breathlessly onto lavish silk sheets aboard Tina's private star yacht. That's enough chaos for one night, Luther muttered weakly, voice husky, from the asthma, obviously, before the ladies smirked knowingly and pulled him closer, their rivalry melting instantly
Wait.
in the steamy heat
Hold
of
on, this is a straight up sex scene. Okay. Thank you, Tina. Appreciate the contribution. Congratulations on getting into the story, apparently. What is the point at which the story is done? We need to agree that if something happens in the story, according to the AI, that the story has concluded. What are our endings? Luther dies. If they explicitly have sex, fine. Third base. If a sun blows up, Luther marries one of the others.
If he dies of diabetes.
Fine. Or someone dies of diabetes. Our next storyteller is Strawberries Make Sense. Welcome. Are you here?
As much fun as this is, someone's trying to blow up the sun, so our heroes have to solve that.
Damn. Okay. The question is, will the lovemaking continue? Or are they going to try to address the sun blowing up?
Suddenly, alarm sirens wailed aboard Tina's badly rocking star yacht, the mood killer of all mood killers, as an emergency broadcast cut through. Attention! Solar doom imminent! Great peril approaching!
Okay.
Our trio sat up in a haze of lingering awkward arousal, mostly Luther, desperately pulling pants back up over precariously balanced insulin monitors to find that none other than the infamous cosmic criminal Lola Boom Boom Buddy
Lola!
had rigged a dark matter bomb to blow up the sun.
Okay, shit's getting real, dude. The Villains 11. Do you have a continuation? This has to end with Hitler. It does, to be clear, it does not have to end with Hitler. It is perfectly, we have enough characters in here already. We have Lola Bunny.
Luther uses dark magic to teleport him and the dark matter bomb away.
Okay, it's crazy. Just crazy enough to work. What about third base? There's one guy in chat who's like, but what about third base?
Realizing there was only one way, one dangerously risque, morally
Okay.
questionable way to save
Why is it morally questionable?
everyone, Luther summoned dark, swirling tendrils of forbidden magic that totally didn't brush seductively against anyone despite Tina's delighted gasp.
Okay.
And teleported himself and the pulsating dark matter bomb far away into an eerie, dimensionless void, leaving only a lingering scent of cologne
Void.
and insulin behind as Tina and Mistress Vexa stared, shocked, aroused, and possibly mildly annoyed at their cowboy's overly dramatic heroism.
Okay, wait, hold on. The ending of the story only happens if the sun does blow up. So Luther just saved us from that, I think. Next storyteller is Artemis.
Yeah?
You're up. Do you want to add something to the story? Go on.
He shot the bomb.
Oh!
Suspended in a seductive, dimensionless void of darkness, Luther whipped out his glistening plasma revolver.
Why is it glistening?
Slightly trembling purely from his blood sugar dropping, and fired off an intensely climactic shot, detonating the dark matter bomb in a spectacular eruption of starfire and glittering cosmic dust. Meanwhile, back on Tina's highly suggestive star yacht, Tina and Mistress Vexa watched breathlessly, wondering if their deeply flawed yet weirdly sexy diabetic cowboy could possibly survive such an explosively heroic act.
What's wrong with his voice? I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea.
Also, can you let the fart gates open, Mike? But it's full of farts.
Thank you, Artemis first. Zelda's lawn guy. Until we get confirmation that a sun has blown up, the story has not ended.
Then the Death Star came and blew up the sun.
Seems a bit on the nose, but okay, send it.
Just as Tina sighed dramatically, lamenting the tragic disappearance of Luther and his outrageously tight pants, the freaking Death Star rolled casually into the solar system, its massive shadow immediately ruining everyone's steamy morning session.
It has to actively blow up the sun.
Before promptly obliterating the sun in a blazing blast of photon-fueled destruction.
Let's do that.
Now, plunged into sudden darkness, Tina and Mistress Vexa could only stare, half amazed and half infuriated, wondering why every single dramatic sacrifice Luther made somehow got immediately outshined by something even more ridiculously catastrophic.
Ladies and gentlemen, the story has officially ended. We just need one person to help us write the epilogue. Lazy writing. Not so casual. Before I turn it on, not so casual. Are you good to guide it for the epilogue?
I will try.
Excellent. Okay. Not so casual. From this point forward, you are talking directly to the AI.
Jeff the janitor narrates the epilogue.
Okay.
Jeff the janitor leaned slowly on his mop as space debris floated lazily by, sighing before turning toward the camera with fatigued irritation. Look, I just cleaned the ships around here. I don't know nothing about no cosmic-eyed thoughts or cowboy erotica. Last I saw, Luther vanished heroically and still unnecessarily tight-pantsed. Tina and Mistress Vexa headed off to angrily flirt in the broom closet, and somebody inexplicably blew up the sun with a giant laser. Hell of a shift for minimum wage, if you ask me.
The end. I will say, it's pretty good at writing.
This is like asking the local meth head sitting outside the Florida McDonald's to tell you a story.
But then, like, Stephen King is next to him, and each time the meth head says a few words, then Stephen King's like, yeah, and that's when the Death Star comes in. You know, he just, like, fucking goes off on it for a little bit. What's our setting? I think we should do fantasy. We did cyberpunk / space / cowboy last time. Let's actually not dictate the start. And instead, let's just dictate the endings. The Demon King, okay, Demon King is killed. Lola Bunny, I don't really want Lola Bunny in here. Makes a 3-pointer. The prophecy is fulfilled. That's good. A dragon kills like 1,000 people. A new king is crowned. I like that. Okay, we're gonna have 5 goals, bonus points. Lola makes the 3-pointer. A dragon gets to 3rd base.
Did you make the eye less horny this time?
No. The opening storyteller is Brick God. What do you got?
Podgies!
Welcome in. I do want to remind everybody, the instant you're selected, you're welcome to say hi, say what's up. We're happy to have you here. That is going into the story, just so you're aware.
7-Eleven, that's it.
Fucking send it.
Deep within the enchanted city of Neon Haven stood the most legendary tavern and convenience store Fusion ever conceived.
What? We're in a fantasy setting.
The mystical 7-Eleven of Eternal Thirst. Bright, magical neon signs flickered, offering weary adventurers fiery slurpees of seduction and imposing sensual golem clerks who stared suggestively while restocking enchanted Twinkies. But tonight, everything pulsed with forbidden magic. Rumors whispered that the voluptuous succubus queen, Lady Valuria, disguised as an attendant in scandalously tight 7-Eleven attire, had arrived searching for an artifact hidden beneath the nacho cheese dispenser.
That's what you imagined, right? Jimmy like Halo.
Thank heaven for 7-Eleven.
Uh-oh. Okay, Jimmy, that's in there. Anything else, Jimmy?
Pajama Sam enters the 7-Eleven and gets a rainbow slurp pie.
Okay, this is good.
Suddenly, the ancient door blasted open dramatically as Chadwick the Brave stumbled in.
Chadwick.
Armor scorched and pecs disturbingly well-oiled. He paused, breathing heavily, and boldly proclaimed, "Oh, thank heaven for 7-Eleven!"
Oh, right, 'cause-
before grabbing the mystical rainbow slurp eye. As its sugary
Why is
juices
his name
spilled over his
Chadwick?
lips, a surge of prismatic, humiliatingly erotic energy engulfed
he's
him,
too horny.
awakening forbidden sensations and
He's-
granting him new sight.
He's too
Lady
horny.
Valuria, recognizing the sloppy yet intriguing display, licked fiery hot Cheeto dust seductively from her fingertips and purred, "Well, brave knight, how about we we test out your
He's
newfound
so
potency
loud. And
beneath
he's going
the
on
nacho
way
dispenser.
too long. And he's not hiding the horniness.
Where's Pajama Sam Bjorn?
I don't know. Keep him horny. Put it to a poll. He's too horny. Okay, let's put it to a poll. Sorry, prudes. We want him horned up. Okay, I might dehorn him later. Defiant Associable. Welcome. Are you here? Do not circumcise him. That's not what circumcision does.
The ice cream machine broke down, releasing Ice Fairy.
Ooh, I like that. Okay.
Before Chadwick could even awkwardly stroke his shimmering chest plate in feigned modesty,
Dude,
the ice cream machine
it's too horny.
squealed violently, shuddering in ecstasy, then exploded, releasing a gorgeous, mischievous ice fairy who floated sensually midair, shimmering ice crystals cascading over her curves. That definitely. Nope. We're focusing. Eyes up here, people!
He is way
The
too
fairy
horny.
giggled
He is
seductively,
way too
introducing
horny.
herself as Galatia, maiden of frozen delight, and winked knowingly at Lady Valoria as she playfully licked Vanilla Swirl from her fingertips.
Okay, it's fucking,
With a
it's
coy
just porn.
smile, she declared, I'm free
dehorning
at last,
him.
and I'm craving adventure, mischief, and perhaps something deliciously sticky.
I am turning him down. Also, stop being so fucking horny. All right, next storyteller is N10100.
A demon appears.
Oh, shit. Time to fuck the demon.
I is riding a fell dragon.
Okay, sending.
A deafening roar erupted above 7-Eleven, shattering the neon lights as a nightmarish demon burst through the ceiling, riding atop a foul, festering dragon that smelled like expired taquitos and despair. The beast's sulfurous breath sent shells flying, scattering petrified hot dog buns and gummy bears. The demon bellowed in a voice rougher than a week-old coffee grounds. Fools, surrender the rainbow slurp eye or perish.
Okay, I have an idea. There's now a 25% chance that the AI will be told to make his answer very horny. Okay, new storyteller is BMag2710.
Practically People.
What?
The band Practically People.
Oh, okay. So the band is there, or
William Daniel Brenton 4.
just send it? You know what? You're right. I shouldn't question you.
As the foul demon lifted its fiery guitar made from dragon bone, enchanted riffs resonated through the devastated 7-Eleven, shaking shelves and causing the nacho cheese dispenser to
Chad?
erupt sensually onto Chadwick's glistening toned chest.
Uh-oh, he's horny.
God's the imagery when suddenly from the swirling shadows and spilled Slurpees emerged the legendary musical adventurers known as Practically People.
Practically
led
People
by
are here.
The alluringly charismatic bard, William Daniel Brenton, whose leather pants were scandalously tight.
Okay, he got
highlighting
horny.
every
He's super
rhythmic
horny.
thrust Of his
We
hips
hit-
like
we hit
some
the 1 in
sinful
4.
melodic sorcery.
Look, I told there's a 1 in 4 chance of him being horny. The odds that we get a horny one again are very low. Powerbox 1000, are you here? Do you have a story for us?
New kick unlocked all right by Doug I love you.
Oh shit, hold on. These are gonna go into the story. Whatever.
You can't dehorn him, he's a unicorn. It's all he's got.
Oh shit!
Okay, well,
Don't cut off his horn, then he's just a stupid horse.
Powerbox, do you want to add anything to that?
Just send the TTS, it's funny.
Send it!
Suddenly, amidst the throbbing guitar duel, arrived Doug, the devastatingly handsome unicorn bassist, strutting into the demolished 7-Eleven with
Devastatingly
an
handsome,
undeniable swagger, glittering horn erect and vibrating
Wait,
deliciously in sync
Why
with
is he
William
horny
Daniel
again?
Brenton's electrifying melody.
Is the code wrong? Horny mode equals random.random less than 25. 1 in 4 is pretty big. We're gonna send it again. I don't think we're not gonna get multiple in a row. Okay, next person.
The Ice Fairy bellows a shuddering prophecy foretold about a doom that could return to the land.
Okay, that's good.
Galatia's eyes suddenly glowed with blinding frost, her playful demeanor replaced by a chilling solemnity.
Not
as her
horny.
voice boomed like icy thunder through the shattered 7-Eleven.
Not horny. Real story.
Beware.
Real story.
Champions of Neon Haven, for beneath senseless melodies and petty lust stirs the ancient slumbering doom, the dirge of silence.
The dirge of silence. But okay, hold on. So what is the prophecy?
Cinema.
I mean, that is cinematic. Put me in. All right, Fummy, you're in.
The dragon, named DougDoug, who is a real horn dog with one goal in life, to get to third base, tells everyone to shut the fuck up. DougDoug feels like the prophecy is intended for him and decides that he must be the one to tackle the doom known as the Dirge of Silence.
This should actually develop the story.
The foul dragon Bjorn Dog rolled his eyes dramatically, snorting fire and stale chili cheese fries from his nostrils, clearly annoyed by the theatrics as he thundered, "Shut the fuck up, all of you, I got this!" His leathery wings flexing with bravado. Deep down, he felt the icy prophecy resonating in his bones, certain that destiny called for him alone to silence the dirge of silence. Yet even in the face of impending doom and heroic responsibility, Bjorn secretly remained unwaveringly committed to his true life's ambition.
Which is?
Finally reaching third base. With a final gruff grunt of determination tinged with mildly pathetic bravado, he unfurled his massive wings, nodded importantly at an unimpressed Doug, and prepared for an epic journey.
Why am I there?
Equal parts heroic and hopelessly misguided.
Why am I in it? I don't understand. He doesn't know my name. It's because the TTS say, "Bye, Doug, I love you." Yes, you're right.
Yo.
Sir Joseph, you were talking to the AI.
NGL wasn't listening.
Yo, NGL wasn't listening, Chadwick admitted sheepishly while scraping nacho cheese off his armor as Lady Valuria and William exchanged confused glances.
Rolling his crimson dragon eyes, Bjorn Dog muttered irritably, "Fine, I'll handle the doom prophecy myself." And with a dramatic flap of his foul-smelling wings, took off begrudgingly into the night sky, utterly aware that his companions had the attention span of caffeinated chipmunks.
Thank you, Sir Joseph. Good stuff. Moth Socks, you're up. Who is the protagonist? I don't know.
The dragon arrives at the prophecy land but there's also a nuke with a 60-second timer there.
Fucking send it.
Bjorn Dog crash-landed abruptly into Prophecy Land, skidding across ancient rune-covered stones, only to slam snout-first into, holy shit, a massive magical nuke, timer flashing a terrifyingly bold 60 seconds. Bjorn Dog took a deep breath, whispering an uncharacteristically sincere prayer, "Gods above, I promise if you get me out of this, I'll maybe start paying attention." Well, probably not, but seriously, no pressure.
Okay, he makes an appeal to the gods. Kind of cinema. Third base with the nuke. Fummy, you kicked this off. I'll give you a shot. But if you don't get Bjorn Dog to third base with this next attempt, I'm banning you for 15 minutes.
The gods respond to Bjorn Dog. You must remember your one goal. Bjorn Dog realizes what he must do. He must get to third base. But with who or what? That's when Bjorn Dog notices this suddenly sexy nuke in front of him.
Come on, go for it, Bjorn Dog.
1 in 4 Prage.
A thunderous voice echoed down from the heavens, vibrating the very ground beneath Bjorn Dog's trembling claws. "The answer lies within you, Bjorn Dog. Remember your true goal." A sudden understanding dawned upon him, horrified yet oddly inspired.
If they get to third base?
Fate had led him here not merely to prevent doom, but finally to achieve third base. Whatever that metaphor actually meant. When he noticed, with inexplicable clarity, the sleek curves and seductive blinking lights of the dangerously alluring nuke itself. Bjorn Dog blinked, shook his head rapidly, whispering in disbelief, "Wait! Seriously, I'm being asked to! Oh shit, fine!" And with trembling resolve, he bravely embraced the world's first nuclear romance, fully committed to self-sacrifice and the weirdest heroic symbolism ever recorded.
Cinema! Okay, so that means he did it, right? He did it!
It was implied.
We need like a post-credits or an epilogue or something.
We cut to the POV of the sexy nuke, who recounts what happened next in an epilogue.
They say opposites attract, but I never imagined that I, a sleek, explosively seductive nuke of devastating proportions,
he might be horny.
ticking toward earth-shattering climax,
he's
would
horny.
find myself so tenderly swept off my stabilizers by the rugged caress of a foul yet oddly irresistible dragon named Bjorn Dog. I felt his hot, smoky breath tease my dangerously sensitive circuits, his claws tracing the contours of my impending detonation like sinful poetry. Each second counting down sent delicious pulses of anticipation through my core, our bodies entwined in steamy urgency. He whispered, "I've waited my whole life for third base," as his tight grip hastened me towards sweet,
this is an episode.
cataclysmic eruption.
No, this is supposed to be
Then
after it's
finally,
happened.
in one shattering instant of destructive passion, I detonated gloriously, our union transforming the prophecy land into a smoldering monument of forbidden dragon nuke desire, forever marking history's most explosively erotic romance.
Okay. It's fucking cinema.
I smell an Oscar.
I was kind of hoping the epilogue would be like 2 weeks later. Not that the epilogue would graphically describe the nuke orgasm.
And now an epilogue 9 months later. Cover what happened to Doug the Unicorn, the Ice Fairy, William Benton, Chadwick, and all other important characters.
All right.
9 months after that utterly inexplicable, history-altering explosion between Dragon and Nuke, Neon Haven thrived again. Albeit cautiously avoiding convenience stores, Doug the Unicorn opened a modest yet oddly successful glittercorn pastry shop, finally embracing his horned identity without
I don't
shame.
think he's horny.
Jalacia, the Ice Fairy, chilled out considerably, becoming the townspeople's favorite weather forecaster, cheerfully predicting blizzards. William Daniel Brenton disbanded Practically People and launched his solo folk music career, writing profoundly sad yet weirdly catchy ballads about explosive heartbreak. Chadwick, having cleaned all cursed nacho cheese from his armor, established a cheesy snack rehabilitation clinic for traumatized knights, while Lady Valuria quietly retired to write thoroughly unexciting adventure fiction. Meanwhile, travelers swore that on especially quiet nights, the strangely familiar giggle of a dragon-infused nuclear spirit echoed mischievously through the land, still managing somehow to annoy everyone.
Now he decides not to be horny. The final response we'll get is all 8 of the remaining text-to-speech messages sent at him.
We need the Dragon Demon King to reform the NBA. Do you need to tell me every time?
9 months after DougDoug's passionate, explosive union with the sultry Nuke, Zeus himself, muscles glistening and toga barely
Zeus?
hanging on for dear life, descended from Mount Olympus with sizzling fury, booming, not without jealousy. The dragon's giant, unwieldy claws lacked the gentle finesse required to tenderly pleasure such exquisite nuclear
We got
curves.
the horny bonus.
For this, he must receive my divine smite. Suddenly, amidst flashes of hot divine lightning, DougDoug shuddered, memories flooding back as the tantalizing voice of the nuclear deity whispered seductively in his ears.
Stop!
You're radioactive, baby. But your grip was soft as an exhausted janitor enduring a minimum wage shift.
What?
Meanwhile, across Neon Haven, an enigmatic dragon demon king rose, asserting
the
dominance
Demon
over the
King.
newly formed Wombaba Tall Dudes,
What?
a basketball league exclusively featuring towering mythical hunks, all sweat, muscles, and raw competition, broadcasted in scandalous detail by Chadwick and Doug, whose commentary was
No, I don't wanna
inexplicably
watch this.
detailed
No.
and undeniably thirsty.
No, it's not. I did not want to become some sort of horned up, shirtless basketball commentator. Thank you for watching. Oh god, that was so funny. Truly, fucking cinema.
You know, this stream would never have taken this horny turn if it wasn't Ludwig fucking Eklund coming here and ruining our pure family-friendly stream by bringing up Lola Bunny.
The thing is, you're right. We were pure before the seductive wiles of Ludwig Ogren.